I think one of the hardest things to accept about relationships is that the role someone has in your life does not automatically mean they are safe for you. Someone can be family and still not be compatible with you. Someone can be your sister, your mother, your father, your friend, your partner, and still not have the capacity to meet you in the way that you need to be met. I think a lot of people live inside the fantasy of what a relationship is supposed to be. They think because we're family, we should be close. Because we have history, we should understand each other. Because we love each other, the relationship should work. But love does not automatically create compatibility. History does not automatically create safety. A title does not automatically create alignment. At some point, you have to stop asking, what is this relationship supposed to be, and start asking, what is this relationship actually capable of being? Because sometimes the fantasy is what keeps you trapped. You keep trying to force the relationship to reach a level of closeness it was never built to hold. You keep thinking, maybe if I explain myself better, maybe if I try harder, maybe if we just get to a better place, this will finally become what I want it to be. But sometimes the truth is much simpler. You're not a bad person. You're just not compatible at that depth. The way you give love may not be the way they can receive it. The way they give love may not be the way your nervous system can trust it. And that doesn't always mean hatred. It doesn't always mean betrayal. Sometimes it just means the relationship has a ceiling, and maturity is being able to see the ceiling without turning it into a moral failure. One of the biggest shifts I've had is realizing that relationships are never just about the other person. For a long time, I only looked at what they were doing. Now I ask, what am I bringing into the dynamic? Every relationship is interaction between two people. My personality, my boundaries, my nervous system, my communication style, all of those shape the relationship too. And that doesn't mean everything is my fault. It means I'm part of the equation, and sometimes decent people simply don't create a healthy system together. That realization actually brought me peace because it removed the need to blame. Instead of asking who's right, I started asking, is this sustainable? And another thing I realized is that connection became optional for me, not because I don't like people, and not because I don't want relationships, but because I learned how to regulate myself. When you're no longer looking for relationships to complete you or stabilize you, you stop forcing them to work. Connection becomes something that adds to your life, not something like your life depends on. That changes the way you choose people. You stop choosing out of guilt, you stop choosing out of obligation, you stop choosing because someone has a certain title. Instead, you choose because the relationship generally adds peace, safety, enjoyment, or growth. Some relationships are meant to be deep, some are meant to be surface level, some are meant to be occasional, some are meant to be respectful but distant. But when you stop forcing every relationship to become a fantasy version, you actually create more peace because now you're dealing with reality. You're no longer trying to turn people into who you wish they were. You're looking at their actual capacity, their actual regulation, their actual consistency, their actual ability to repair, and their actual ability to see you. And then you decide where they naturally fit in your life. That isn't cold, it's just clarity. Because safety isn't created by pretending. Safety is created by actually seeing what's in front of you and allowing the relationship to exist at a depth it's actually capable of reaching. Sometimes the greatest act of self-respect is letting go of the fantasy and accepting the reality, because reality is where peace lives. So my question to you is, are you relating to the person in front of you, or are you still holding on to the role you had hoped they would play? Thanks for watching.